Hey, what's up, you two? Welcome back to the Knicks Cave. Jan, the Knicks fan, your host. Let's get right into it. The Knicks win this game 104 to 102. I don't know how much is going to help the Knicks because we still 5 games behind Atlanta. We gotta find a way to keep this winning streak going. Um, I don't know. Y'all let me know what y'all think if you think we're gonna make it to the play-in. Hold on for a second here. Saying, all right. Let me know. Let me know. Anybody out there, you know what I'm saying, hit me up in the comment section. Let me know y'all out there. Um, Julius Randle returned tonight. And if you see what I seen, it kind of threw the team off. Tibbs, he went with that like late in the fourth quarter. He brung in the young guys, but he got the third quarter. He actually played Julius Randle, Evan Fournier, RJ Barrett for most of the third quarter. It was looking shaky. We had a 21-point lead. By the time halftime came, it was cut down to 12. Next thing you know, 1-2 point lead, tie game. We get back up by 3 points. I mean, the Knicks, we came away with the victory, but with the return of Julius Randle, it also showed us like it just it shows that we can do better without Julius Randle, if you ask me. Um, the team looked at like in certain times of the game with Julius Randle. The Knicks came out hot. So did the Pistons. The Knicks slammed down that defense for the last couple of games, for the couple of weeks. The Knicks have had the number fourth defense in the league. I mean, I actually thought that Randle should have set out, even if he was healthy. I thought we should have played at least one more game with the young guys. I guess we needed the body because Grimes also hurt. He must have aggravated something that injury. But I don't know. You know what I'm saying? It's it's getting down to crunch time. I don't really know if we're going to make it. I'm hoping the Knicks make the plan. And then again, I don't want them to make the plan. But if we keep winning games, we got to make the plan because it won't make no sense to keep winning games. And then we go to the draft. Right now, we slaved the draft like a number 11 for 12th pick. We keep winning games, we're going to fall back to 14, 15. I mean, I don't know. Tibbs should have been playing these guys a little bit earlier in the season. Um, Julius Randle, I don't know. We really got this season when it's over. We really got to sit down, manage what that is. They got to sit down and figure out what they're gonna do with Julius Randle. I know we're not getting rid of Julius Randle time soon. We just gave him that extension. That's a lot of money, but you know what I'm saying. You never know what can happen when they start. You know what I'm saying, making them phone calls. But another question I was thinking about is a $55 million question, and that's Mitchell Robinson. The Knicks got to June 30th to extend his contract, and some people say they're playing Jericho Sims to see what they got. But I think we still need Mitchell Robinson because Mitchell Robinson, you know, say he's not 7 feet. I think he's 6'11", but he's the closest thing we got. He's 7 feet, 7 feet exact. I think. Jericho Sims is 6'9". I know he played bigger. He looks bigger, but he's only 6'9". We do need a true center. I don't know what we're gonna do in the draft, so it would be smart to re-sign Mitchell Robinson. But honestly, I don't think Mitchell Robinson is worth $55 million. Not the way he played so far. He have cutting down on his fouls, you know what I'm saying? But he's still, I mean, he still makes stupid plays. That's no other way to say it. He still make plays that he's been in the league long enough that he shouldn't be making. Um, when it comes to offensive rebounds, he do rack them up. But my problem with Mitchell Robinson is the defensive rebounds. He never put himself in position to grab defensive rebounds. The offense, he's there for the offense. But that's basically because when one of the Knicks player come down, they actually drawing that defender, that center sometimes. So he's there for the easy offensive rebound. But when it's a defensive rebound, I guess you could say vice versa for the same. The Nick Robinson always have to. Yeah, all right. So I think I don't mean to contradict myself, but now that I think about it that way, I have to give Randall a little bit slack on that defensive rebound because a lot of times he be having to make up for one of them, even Evan Fournier defensive laps or Alec Burke, Julius Randle, and letting the man get behind him. He usually had to step up to deter that shot, which usually leave his man open. Even if they miss, it leaves his man open for an easy rebound. But I don't know. I don't know. Like, do we want to make the play-in? I mean, we still have a bunch of injuries on this team. I don't even see Nerlens Noel sitting on the bench sometimes. Derrick Rose, he said he want to make his return, but should he make his return? If the Knicks, I mean, a lot got to happen for the Knicks to make the play-in. A lot. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, the Hawks are not invincible, you know what I'm saying, because Pistons just bust them down. You know what I'm saying? I think the Pistons beat them by 17 points, which I don't understand why the Knicks couldn't have beaten them. It's a different story. You know what I'm saying? You can't cry over spilled milk. That's the past. But we got the Bulls coming up, and we're going to play Hornets sometime soon in the future. And I don't know, like, what we did to Miami, I could say I'm not going to count Miami out. I mean, the Knicks out. But at the same time, Miami just lost 4 straight games, so they're kind of on the downfall. Jimmy Butler and them fighting, arguing, all that. So they, you know, their team went down some. But if we can get a win with the Chicago Bulls, I don't know that. You know what I'm saying? That'll be 4 in a row. Hope the Atlanta Hawks lose their game. Like I said, we got Hornets coming up soon. Hornets got a couple of tough matchups. But Atlanta Hawks, I'm not gonna lie, they schedule is relatively toward. If you're going to put it against the Knicks, they have an easy schedule going now. But there's nothing easy. Like I said, Pistons that just beat the Hawks, I think Wednesday night. So anything is possible. But I'm still hoping because it don't make no sense the way we playing to keep winning and this mess up our draft picks, draft selection. I don't know. I want to actually I want to show today some guy hit me up in my comment section, and I found it kind of actually it was an interesting comment, and I'm gonna show y'all this comment. I want to hear what y'all got to say about this comment because it was interesting. You know what I'm saying? He said the Knicks had the greatest coach in the NBA. I don't know. I never thought Phil Jackson was the greatest coach in NBA, and they didn't use him as a coach. He said it's like Tom Brady being a wide receiver. I don't know. That hiring of Phil Jackson, it was just as bad as Isaiah Thomas, if you ask me. Phil Jackson, he's a good coach, but he wasn't good for management. He brought in players that was over the hill, draft selection. I mean, Kristaps Porzingis, that's kind of a half and half, you know what I'm saying? Because in the beginning, the man did look kind of good, but then we seen what the dude was all about. You know what I'm saying? He had no heart, he had no love for New York, and he tried to use his superstar status in New York to basically run the office his damn self. He wanted to bring his brother. He wanted his brother in a position in management. I mean, he was making too many demands. You know what I'm saying? That's just like a diva, if you ask me. So I really don't know. Like, if the Knicks, if we wasn't make the play-in, what would Tom Thibodeau have to do? I mean, what? Excuse me, not Tom. What would the management do? Would they give Tom Thibodeau? We're already going to keep him for this year. I don't want him no more. But if we was to make the play-in, everything gets spent around like he's the greatest coach. He was making the right decisions. He was saving the guys for this and this and that. But we all know that this guy basically needs to be he needs to be a assistant coach, or he needs to retire because we need a different type of coach to run these guys. All year long, he's been playing Julius Randle, Evan Fournier, and everybody was talking about Kemba Walker. I mean, I'm gonna say it again. I think Kemba Walker got a bad deal. I mean, he probably was injured. Who knows? I mean, we'll find out years down the line when there's a video or tell or a book written. Who knows? But I just think Kemba Walker got the shaft with the New York Knicks. I just think him and Tibbs ain't get along, and because he always talk about holding players accountable, and Julius Randle was making just as many mistakes as he was during the same time, and Kemba Walker was always the one going to the bench first. But Kemba Walker's he's undersized, so I'm not gonna say I didn't like the signing, because if you go back and watch a video, you'll see that I was all for it. But at the same time, I didn't understand it because he is small. We have right now, as I'm looking at the Knicks back up the bench. I mean, Grimes is kind of small to be playing a small forward, so we'll hope Cam Reddish come back. He take over that position. McBride, he's 6'1". I mean, he's still small compared to today's point guards. So I don't know. I want to see what we're going to do in the draft, especially if the Knicks go out. If right now we slated to draft in that number 11, 12 pick, and everybody got us taking Ty Washington from Duke. Then what we're going to do with quickly? What we're going to do with McBride? We're going to have too many guards. Maybe they should look at some power forwards and a center. I know they're going to be looking at a center, because right now, everybody, I know they wondering what they're going to do with Mitch Robinson. Is he worth that $55 million? I don't know. Y'all tell me. You know what I'm saying? Y'all, I got one view. If it's one view, y'all let me know what y'all think is Mitch Robinson worth that $55 million extension that he's expecting. Is that's what he's entitled to? He's going to be a restricted free agent come the end of the year. So the Knicks going to have some decisions to make. But I like Jericho Sims, but he's not a center. Well, he play a center, but I think he's gonna have to be our center. He's 6'9", though. You know what I'm saying? He's basically a power forward, but he's built. You know what I'm saying? I know he's gonna get stronger. He's a young kid. He's gonna get stronger throughout his years in the NBA league. But I don't know. I just hope we make the play-in, because if we're gonna keep winning games, that gotta be our destination, because it's going to ruin our draft picks, to be honest with you. Everybody's down on them. You know what I'm saying? Well, the Knicks, they shot 40% from the field today. 34, making 34 baskets out of 84 shots. Out of them 85 attempts, they attempted 41 shots. And that's what the Knicks going to have to do. They're going to have to change their game plan. I know the year before, everybody said the Knicks needed sharpshooters and they have to get their shots on, 3-point shots up. But right now, it's like a double-edged sword, because it propels us in the game sometimes for victories, but sometimes that kills us. Most of the time when we fall behind or we start losing the lead, because the Knicks come out and they get stuck in shooting threes. I mean, Evan Fournier take a step back. Burks, nobody want to drive the ball. I mean, Barrett drives the ball, but other than that, Julius Randle want to do that two-step with the basketball dribbling through his legs before he decide where he want to go. Him and Barrett they had an awful shooting night, but they both managed to get a respectable points. Barrett 21 points, Julius Randle 18 points. Quickly continued to shoot well, play well. He scored 18 points. He had 6 rebounds and 2 assists. McBride, if you watch any of my videos, y'all know I'm very fond of Deuce McBride. He didn't have any points tonight, but the reason I think this man should be playing, because he do so much other things. His defense, his rebounding, being in the right position at the right time, deflecting balls, just messing up plays. He have a feel for the game. I don't understand why Tim hasn't been playing this dude much earlier. Burks, the hero of the game, but he also almost cost us the game in a couple of silly plays down the line. Julius Randle too. I was kind of worried. It was like 3 minutes left in the fourth quarter. We took a 4-point lead and timeout. Matter of fact, they tied the game up. And Tibbs called our coach of the year. He called the timeout, and I knew he was coming back in with Julius Randle. And I'm not gonna lie, it always makes me nervous, because you don't know what you're gonna get with Julius Randle. You don't. You know what I'm saying? Right now, we don't know what kind of player he been up, he been down. He can score in bunches. He can give you 10 points and then just don't make a basket for the next 5 minutes. Turn the ball over 6, 7, 8 times. I mean, we're going to have to make some changes, or Julius Randle will have to sit down and realize what type of player he is and who he is, and what he's really capable of, and what he's going to do about becoming a better leader, because that's what we need on this team, a leader. RJ Barrett, I know he's trying, and a lot of people, myself included, would like him to step in that role, but he's not ready just yet. RJ Barrett, let me say, okay, he doesn't understand how the game being called sometimes. Julius Randle, he should know this. He's been in the league for quite some time now. But RJ Barrett don't understand when the refs is being stingy with foul calls, or what I'm saying, or they're gonna give you a call. Sometimes he go in and he have open men on the side. He come. I mean, I want the guys to crash the ball. To drive to the hoop. But I want you to drive to the basket and make smart plays. He drive to the basket with 3 defenders. You got 2 guys in the corner, a guy behind him open, and he just still forced the ball. Tibbs, we get late into the fourth quarter, he goes into isolation, which I have a problem with. Like, keep moving the ball. Like, you watching other teams, they constantly move the ball. While they moving the ball, you have a man cutting, so it confuses the defense. We just toss the ball to Randle, toss the ball to Barrett. Everybody step to the side, and the defense just pile up on them. And then they wind up making a crazy cross-court pass, and it's a steal, and we wind up losing the game. There's no way in hell that we should have just won this game tonight. We had a 21-point lead against one of the worst teams in the league. There's no way in hell that we should have been fighting to hold on to a game. And I blame that on the coach. Once again, I blame that on the coach. We got Chicago Bulls tomorrow night. Chicago, they're one of the top teams in the East. But I still think the Knicks can beat them if we continue to play the way we've been playing. But Julius Randle is back, and Julius Randle, he demands the ball. If you ever watch the game, the thing about what I really don't like about Julius Randle is that he don't know anything about spacing. If he passed Fourier the basketball, Fourier right here, he'll move about 2 or 3 feet with his defender still in front of or in between him and Evan Fourier, and he's still hollering for the ball to come right back to him. And it usually end up in a steal. And I don't understand, like, dude, you've been in the league for 5-6 years now. If you want the ball back, go take 5 or 6 paces away from Fourier, move around, get the ball back. But, I mean, we seen what that was last year in the playoffs. Teams already know Julius Randle get the ball, they pile up that side, and what happens? Turnover. I mean, it's time for Tibbs to go. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know. I see a couple of y'all guys just got in here. I just put up a comment. Actually, I'll put the comment back up because I want to hear what y'all think. This guy said Tom Thibodeau is the great. Well, he said we hired the greatest coach in Phil Jackson, and we use him as management. I don't agree with that statement. You know what I'm saying? I actually was happy Phil Jackson left. You know what I'm saying? I was very happy Phil Jackson left. Phil Jackson was just one step up from Isaiah Thomas. It was like that was messy basketball. But I like Leon. I like what Leon Rose and Steve Perry them doing right now. I know a lot of people I don't agree with what they're doing, but I like what they're doing. I don't think they should have gave Randle that extension to. I'm being honest with you. They should have waited till after this year. You know what I'm saying? He still would have had a year left. They should have seen what he had. But it is what it is. We stuck with Randle. Hopefully somebody want him. We could pull up some trades. But if we trade Randle, we're gonna lose some picks. That's the reality of it, because we're gonna be desperate. I just want the Knicks to go young. You know what I'm saying? Like start with RJ Barrett, Jericho Sims, Obi Toppin. Obi Toppin is starting to play very well. And then go draft, you know what I'm saying? I mean, everybody keeps talking about a point guard. I don't understand. We have a point guard on our roster. Maybe we might need a backup point guard. I think McBride, if he get the chance, he'd be a good starting point guard. I think the Knicks should go out and find a real good center in this draft. I'm being honest with you, because negotiation with Mitch Robinson, I think it's going to be crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, the most and probably the minimum is that $55 million, that he gonna want. I don't think Mitch Robinson is worth $55 million, but the way the league is structured, we put them years in. That's how you get paid. But the the Knicks should go out in the draft. They should start thinking about backup plan. We got Jericho Sims. But like I said, Jericho Sims, he's too small to be a starter, and even a backup center. I mean, I like him. He's energetic. He got to learn how not to be so timid on defense, getting the right spaces. But when it comes to running the floor, if the Knicks was to ever turn into one of them fast-paced teams, he would fit right into that system because he runs the floor very well. It's just that the people that's on his team, Emmanuel quickly included, they look for their shot before they look to dish that ball off. I think if Tibbs ran more plays like that in practice, you never know. It'd be a better. We have a better record. I can't stress how much we should have been playing the young guys more early in the season, but it is what it is. Well, 7 games left, and I don't know what to say. You know what I'm saying? I'm being honest. I was hoping the Knicks would come out this season quickly. Would just went right from where he left off. R.J. Barrett would have just, say R.J. Barrett had been playing very well. I just thought the Knicks was going to play the rookies off, sooner in the season. I have watched Grimes some college games and with him playing. I thought he would have came in and did very well, which he did, but we had to wait at least 3-4 months down the line just so that he can get in the game. And even when he came in the game, it was due to an injury. I mean, this coach had all the weapons on the bench, and he just didn't know how to use them. I'm not saying these guys would have came out and been superstars, but we'd have had a better record than we have right now. That's my opinion. That's just how I feel, to be honest with you. So, I don't know, man. I don't know. The Knicks got to do something. Management got to do something. I just wanted to do this video real quick. I really didn't sketch any out no content. I just, I wanted to talk about this game because it don't make no sense to keep winning games. But right now, this is our 3rd win. We playing the Bulls tomorrow. Hopefully, we can get a win. Hopefully, Atlanta and the Hornets start losing. We already passed the Wizards. Before we was tied with them, we passed the Washington Wizards. We need some luck. You know what I'm saying? We need some type of luck. You know what I'm saying? Me, as a Knicks fan, I'm not going to lie to you. I'm kind of used to when June and April, May roll around. Not June, but when April and May come in, I'm watching other teams. If I decide to watch a playoff, I usually don't go watch most playoff games. I just wait till the championship because I'm a Knicks fan and we haven't been in the playoffs so long. So I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Last year when we got to the playoffs, it was a funny feeling. But what felt funny to me was the draft. I wasn't used to waiting so long down in the line drafting 25th. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I was used to the Knicks drafting number 9. We ain't haven't had bad luck to have good luck to get the number 1 or number 3 pick in a long time. Well, R.J. Barrett. But I don't know, man. I got hopes for this team. I hope before, you know what I'm saying, Brooklyn Nets win the championship. I hope the Knicks get their championship. I know, but I still don't think the Nets going to win a championship. I don't care if they got Kyrie Irving. I don't care if they got Durant. Them 2 players, first of all, Kyrie Irving, it's crazy. I might lose some. I mean, I know some people out there like Kyrie, but in my opinion, Kyrie Irving is crazy. And Durant is not a leader. Durant is a follower. He can't do it by himself. And Kyrie Irving is not going to be there all the time. Both of them dudes is injury prone. I'm just hoping we get a championship before them. I mean, they're going to make the playoffs damn near every year, but I don't see them winning the championship. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong, but I don't see the Brooklyn Nets winning the championship no time soon. And I'm from Brooklyn. You know what I'm saying? I'm from Brooklyn. And jealous, you know what I'm saying? Because I did want Kevin Durant on my team. I may talk all that crap, but I did want him on my team. So I'm not going to say, you know what I'm saying? I did want the man on my team. But I'm about to get out of here. And I'm thanking everybody who showed up. And until next time, let's go Knicks.